Have you ever stood in front of a woman and felt something shifting in the air? A tension you couldn't name, a pull you couldn't explain, a silence that felt louder than words? What if I told you that before a woman ever says she wants you, before she flirts, before she hints, before she even admits it to herself, her body already told you everything? Most men live their entire lives blind to these signals. They think women speak desire through words, but women speak it through physics, through distance, touch, heat, breath, eyes, posture, silence. Women never reveal desire directly. They reveal it through instinct, through the movements they don't notice, through the reactions they can't hide, through the moments they hope you'll see, without them needing to say a single word. And here's the truth no one tells men. A woman's body betrays her desire long before her voice does, but only a man who is calm, observant, and grounded will ever notice it. Today, I'm going to show you the 10 physical signs she secretly wants you, signs her body sends when her mind is still silent. Some of these signs are subtle, some are biological, some are deeply feminine, and once you learn to read them, you'll never see women the same way again. Let's begin. When it comes to female desire, nothing reveals the truth faster and more honestly than her eyes. Long before she moves closer, before she touches her hair, before she accidentally brushes against your arm, her eyes have already made the decision. Most men look at a woman's face, but very few look into her eyes. Even fewer know what they're really seeing. A woman's eyes don't just observe you, they react to you. They expose the conflict between what she wants to hide and what her body refuses to conceal. Here's the first principle you must understand. Women control their words. They do not control their pupils. When she looks at you and her pupils expand, even for a split second, that is biology responding before psychology can interfere. Dilated pupils mean heightened emotional arousal, not kindness, not politeness, not friendliness, attraction. And the truth is simple. A woman's eyes amplify when she wants more of what she's seeing. But it's not just dilation. It's the way her gaze lingers a second too long. It's the softness that melts into her expression. It's the micro smile she suppresses when your eyes meet. It's the way she looks away, then looks right back, checking if you noticed. This dance of glances is not accidental. It's instinctive. It's feminine polarity expressing itself through silence. There is a pattern to look for. If she looks at you, looks away, and returns to you again, she's thinking about you more than she's willing to say. But the strongest sign is this. If her eyes drop to your lips, even for half a heartbeat, the thought of you isn't just in her mind, it's in her imagination. Women don't look at a man's lips unless they feel a pull. Curiosity alone doesn't do that. Politeness never does that. Desire does that. Another truth men overlook. A woman's eyes soften around the man she wants. Her facial muscles relax. Her blinking slows. Her expression becomes warmer, more feminine. She's not performing. She's surrendering to the moment. But here's the stoic twist most men never hear. Don't chase the look. Hold your frame and let her reveal more. When you react too eagerly, she retreats. When you stay grounded, She leans in deeper. Women don't want a man who grabs at signals. They want a man who can hold the tension without losing himself. Because the man who can hold eye contact calmly, without shaking, without asking, without rushing, that man becomes unforgettable. Her eyes speak first. Your silence speaks back. And in that unspoken exchange, desire begins. If a woman's eyes reveal her thoughts, her distance reveals her intentions. A woman's body does not lie. Not about desire, not about comfort, not about the man she secretly wants. Most men chase signs in what she says, but desire isn't spoken. Desire is measured in centimeters, in how close she chooses to be, when she doesn't have to be. Here's the truth that instantly separates men who understand women from men who stay confused their whole lives. A woman moves toward what she wants and away from what she doesn't, always. Women do not step into a man's personal space casually. They do it with instinct, with intention, with an unconscious pull they may not even admit to themselves. Watch for these moments. She walks past you, but the space she chooses is closer than necessary. She stands beside you when there's plenty of room elsewhere. She leans in just slightly when she speaks, close enough for you to feel her breath or her warmth. She sits near you in a group, but just close enough that your knees almost touch. These are not accidents. This is attraction expressed through proximity. A woman who wants nothing from you keeps space. Her posture straightens. Her steps angle away. Her body closes. Her movements tighten. A woman who wants you opens. She angles her body toward yours. She steps into your orbit. She removes the invisible barrier most women keep between themselves and men. Not because she's bold, but because desire dissolves distance. Psychologists call this proximity seeking. Stoics call it something simpler. She goes where her energy feels pulled. But here's the part most men miss. She won't just move closer. She creates a bubble, a small pocket of space that belongs only to you and her, even if you're surrounded by people. When a woman positions herself in a way where your presence becomes her environment, that's not randomness, that is subconscious selection. And the stronger her attraction, the smaller the distance becomes. But as a Stoic man, you must remember this. Your role is not to move toward her. Your role is to stay still and observe whether she closes the gap again. If you move first, you chase. If she moves twice, she wants you. If she closes the circle a third time, she's already chosen you. This is why grounded men who stand calm, stable, controlled, are so attractive. Because a woman feels safer stepping toward a man who doesn't collapse into eagerness. Your stillness invites her. Your presence anchors her. Your composure pulls her closer than any flirtation ever could. A woman's words may be subtle, her eyes may be confusing, but her distance is truth. When she moves toward you, she's telling you everything. A woman's body may try to stay composed. Her voice may sound calm. Her expression may look neutral. But desire has a way of slipping through the cracks. Not in what she says, but in the small, instinctive ways she presents herself. This is called feminine preening, unconscious grooming behaviors that surface. When a woman is drawn toward a man, men often ignore these signs because they appear gentle, innocent, harmless, yet they are among the clearest indicators of attraction. When a woman touches her hair, fixes it behind her ear, runs her fingers through it, or flips it to the side while looking at you, she is not simply adjusting her appearance. She is activating her femininity in your presence. Women don't preen for men they feel nothing toward. Preening is the body's natural way of saying, I want you to see me. I want to appear soft to you. I want to look desirable for you. But the hair is only half the story. The more powerful sign comes from a place far more vulnerable, her neck. When a woman exposes her neck, tilting her head, brushing her hair aside, stretching slightly, or touching the delicate space beneath her jaw, she is revealing something primal. The neck is one of the most vulnerable areas of the body. It's where instinct tells us to protect, to cover, to guard. So when she reveals it to you, when she lets you see it, when she turns her head in a way that exposes that sensitive line, she is communicating trust. And trust is the foundation of female desire, not dominance, not charm, not declarations. Trust. A woman does not grant physical vulnerability to a man she fears, nor to a man she disrespects, nor to a man she feels indifferent toward. She does it with the man whose presence calms her nervous system, whose energy feels safe, whose masculinity doesn't threaten, but steadies. And here's the deeper layer most men never recognize. When she reveals her neck, she's showing you a part of herself that only emerges around men she feels drawn to. It is not a conscious signal, not a performance, not manipulation. It is instinct. It is softness surfacing against her will. Stoic men recognize this without reacting, without leaning in, without breaking their frame. Because the moment you rush toward that vulnerability, you break the very safety that created it. The feminine opens in the presence of calm strength, not eagerness. So when she touches her hair, reveals her neck, softens her posture, and lets her guard fade, don't chase it. Don't comment on it. Don't perform. Hold your presence. Hold your silence. Hold your grounded energy. Her body has already told you the truth. There is a kind of touch that isn't clumsy, isn't random, and isn't friendly. It's the kind of touch a woman gives when her body wants something her words won't admit. A touch that lingers one heartbeat longer than necessary. Most men misread this completely. They think it's politeness. They think it's casual. They think it's social comfort. But women don't touch casually, not the way they touch the man they secretly want. A woman who feels nothing for you keeps a safe distance. Her hands stay to herself, her movements controlled, her body angled away. But a woman who is drawn to you uses touch like a quiet signal, a small bridge she hopes you'll notice, without her needing to say a single word. Watch the patterns. Her hand grazes yours as she walks past. Her fingertips land lightly on your arm during conversation. Her knee touches yours under the table, and she doesn't pull away. Her shoulder brushes against you when there's plenty of room elsewhere. These touches may appear accidental, and she may even pretend they are, but her body knows exactly what it's doing. A lingering touch is not just physical contact. It's a question. Do you feel this too? Do you notice me? Are you drawn to me the way I'm drawn to you? And here's the part most men miss. She's not just touching you, she's studying your reaction. If you flinch, tense up, or overreact, she knows you're unsure of yourself. If you lean in or chase the touch, she senses neediness. But if you remain calm, grounded, if you let the moment pass naturally, if your presence stays steady and controlled, you become the man she feels safe moving toward. Because women don't touch the men they want to escape. They touch the men who make them feel something they can't fully explain. And there's a deeper truth. A woman will never give repeated, accidental touches to a man she's not attracted to. Not twice, not 3 times, never. When she touches you more than once, it is intentional, it is instinctive, it is her feminine reaching out to test whether your masculine presence is stable enough to meet her energy. But listen carefully, a stoic man does not chase the signal. He does not comment on the touch. He does not exaggerate his response. He simply remains composed. Because what draws a woman in is not the reaction, it is the restraint. She reaches out to feel your energy. She stays because your energy doesn't break. And in that silence, that micro moment of contact, she reveals something very few men ever understand. Her touch is not about physical closeness. It's about emotional permission. If she keeps finding ways to touch you, even softly, even briefly, she's not just showing desire, she's inviting you into her space. There are signs a woman tries to hide, and then there are signs she cannot hide. Her lips, her breathing, her micro-reactions. These reveal more desire than anything she could ever say. Most men notice none of them, but once you understand what you're looking at, these are some of the clearest, most instinctive signals of female attraction. Let's start with the one almost every man overlooks. Her lips. A woman may control her tone, control her posture, control her expressions, but she cannot fully control the way her lips react to the man she wants. If she bites her lip while looking at you, licks them briefly, softens them, or presses them together with tension, it's not performance. It's instinct surfacing through her feminine energy. Lip biting is not about seduction. It's about containment. Her body trying to steady emotions that are rising inside her. It's the feminine version of, I feel something here, and I'm trying not to show it. But the real signal isn't the action. It's the timing. Does it happen when your eyes meet? Does it happen when you speak? Does it happen when you move closer? Does it happen in the silent moments between sentences? If yes, that reaction has nothing to do with habit and everything to do with attraction. Now let's talk about something even more revealing. Her breath. A woman's breathing pattern shifts around the man she wants in ways she cannot stop, cannot fake, and cannot hide. Here's what happens. Her breath becomes slightly quicker, then slightly deeper, then slightly uneven, and sometimes noticeably softer. This is biology, not behavior. The female nervous system responds to emotional and physical attraction with subtle changes in breath. It's the same pattern you'd see when she's excited, nervous, or trying not to show how intensely she feels the moment. Most men think she's just shy or caught off guard. But the truth is simpler. Her body is reacting to you before her mind can process it. If you see both signs together, lips plus breath, you're not dealing with friendliness. You're dealing with desire she's trying to keep contained. But here's the Stoic truth. A grounded man does not lean forward. When she gives these signals, he does not rush the moment. He does not shift into performance. He holds stillness, because masculine calmness intensifies feminine reactions. Your composure amplifies her desire. Your presence steadies her nervous system. Your silence draws her deeper into her own feelings. Men who react lose the moment. Men who remain steady own the moment. Understand this. When a woman's lips soften and her breath shifts for you, she's no longer thinking about the conversation. She's thinking about you. Not with logic, not with planning, not with intention, with instinct. And instinct never lies. There are signs a woman can control, and then there are signs that betray her instantly. Signs that bypass her logic, ignore her intentions, and reveal the truth her mind may not be ready to admit. Heat, blush, subtle changes in body temperature and skin tone. These are not behaviors. They are biological truths, the kind a woman cannot manipulate, suppress, or disguise. And that is precisely why they are so powerful. When a woman feels desire, her nervous system activates in a way she cannot stop. Her blood flow increases, her skin warms, and without warning, her cheeks, chest, or neck may flush with color. Most men think she's embarrassed. Some think she's shy. Others assume it's coincidence. But Stoic men, men who observe without reacting, know exactly what's happening. This is her body responding to masculine presence, not to your words, not to your jokes, not to anything you're deliberately doing, but to the way your energy affects her. Here's the hidden truth. A woman does not blush for a man she feels nothing for. Biology doesn't waste energy on indifference. Her skin warms because your presence disrupts her emotional equilibrium. Her breathing shifts. Her internal temperature rises. Her parasympathetic and sympathetic systems collide, creating a rush she can't fully control. This is why her cheeks redden when you look at her a second too long. Why her neck flushes when you step closer. Why her skin warms when you speak in a calm, steady tone. It's not nervousness. It's arousal expressed in the most human way possible, through changes she can't stop. But here is the key distinction. Blushing is not about sexual fantasy. It's about emotional impact. You affect her. Your presence changes the chemistry in her body. Your energy vibrates differently through her nervous system. This is why the moment feels electric, even though neither of you says anything. And here is the Stoic principle most men never learn. If you can remain composed while her biology betrays her, you become the anchor she didn't know she was reacting to. Do not point it out. Do not tease her for it. Do not make her self-conscious. Women open around men who make them feel safe, not men who highlight their vulnerability. Your role is simple. Stay calm. Hold your frame. Let the moment breathe. The more composed you are, the more her nervous system relaxes, and the deeper those reactions become, because a woman blushes hardest in the presence of a man whose stillness unbalances her. You're not causing the reaction, you're awakening it. And when heat rises, when her skin flushes, when her body betrays the truth, she's no longer curious. She's drawn. There is a moment with a woman that feels almost invisible, a moment so subtle most men overlook it completely. Her voice changes, not dramatically, not theatrically, not in a way that calls attention to itself. It softens, slows, warms, and begins to carry an intimacy she couldn't hide even if she tried. A woman's voice is one of the most honest indicators of desire, because unlike words, which she can choose carefully, her tone comes from emotion, not logic, and emotion never lies. When a woman wants you, you'll hear it before you see it. Maybe her voice becomes breathier, maybe she speaks in shorter sentences, maybe her tone dips just slightly, from conversational to personal. This change is not random, it is biological. When a woman is attracted, her vocal cords relax, her parasympathetic nervous system activates, her breath deepens, and her voice naturally becomes softer, smoother, more feminine. She does not do this intentionally. She does it because she feels safe in your masculine presence. This is why her voice stays normal around every other man, but shifts when she speaks to you. It's not performance, it's surrender, a gentle, instinctive opening of her feminine energy. And here's the detail only high-awareness men notice. She doesn't soften her voice to seduce you. She softens it because you have already affected her. She lowers her tone because your calmness calms her. She slows her words because she wants the moment to linger. She speaks more quietly because now she's speaking to you, not just around you. The voice shift is not flirtation. It is alignment. Her tone matches the emotional connection she feels toward you. But here is the Stoic truth most men never understand. The more grounded you are, the softer her energy becomes. Masculine steadiness shapes feminine softness. If you stay centered, composed, unreactive, her tone deepens into intimacy without either of you forcing it. If you get overly excited, try too hard, or break your calm, her voice shifts back to neutral instantly. Her tone mirrors your presence, and the moment you hear her voice soften, you're no longer in a normal interaction. You're in a private one, a space where the world around you fades, and her attention narrows only on you. Her softened voice is her way of saying, "I feel safe with you," is Flirting. I feel drawn to you. I want this moment to continue. But remember, you don't respond by changing your own voice. You don't mimic her softness. You don't lean into the moment. You simply hold stillness. Because the quieter she becomes, the louder her desire speaks. And a man who understands this never needs to rush anything. Her tone has already told him the truth. When her body aligns with yours, long before her mind admits it, there is a moment with a woman, so quiet, so subtle, that most men never notice it happen. Her body begins to mirror yours, not because she chooses to, not because she's trying to impress you, and not because she's consciously flirting. She mirrors you because her nervous system feels pulled toward you, a subconscious alignment that reveals more desire than any compliment, smile, or touch ever could. Mirroring is one of the strongest unspoken signs of attraction, and once you learn to recognize it, you'll never miss it again. 1. Movement sync. Her body reflects your body. When a woman is drawn to a man, her physical movements begin to match his without thought. You lean back, she leans back. You cross your arms, she crosses hers. You take a slow breath, she follows moments later. This is not mimicry. It's biological attunement. Her body is entering your rhythm, following your pace, reacting to your presence. It's her subconscious saying, I'm with you. I feel safe with you. I'm aligning with your energy. Women do not mirror men. They feel neutral around. Movement sync happens only when her guard lowers, and her instincts start pulling her into your orbit. 2. Emotional mirroring. Her feelings respond to yours. Mirroring isn't just physical. It happens emotionally first. When a woman is attracted to a man, her emotional state becomes influenced by his. Your calmness steadies her. Your grounded tone softens her. Your controlled pacing slows her. Your presence shapes her responses. Her nervous system entrusts itself to yours. This is why she relaxes when you are relaxed. She smiles when you smile. She quiets down when your tone lowers. She becomes more feminine when you're deeply centered. This is emotional resonance, the merging of energy between two people. And here's the Stoic truth. Masculine emotional stability creates feminine emotional openness. When she mirrors your emotional state, she is revealing where her attraction is anchored. 3. Frame alignment. She shifts into your world. This is the deepest level of mirroring. When a woman feels drawn to a man, she begins to subtly align her internal frame with his. She adopts your communication rhythm. She uses similar phrasing. Her tone reflects your tone. Her pacing matches yours. Her posture adjusts to your posture. Her micro-expressions echo yours. This isn't imitation. It's psychological bonding. She steps into your frame because she feels safe inside it and intrigued by it. Women only align their frame with men they respect and trust, men whose presence they feel centered around. Frame alignment is not flirtation. It is instinctive surrender, the feminine responding to the masculine, without words, without intention, without control. It is her subconscious saying, lead, and I will follow. I have. You cannot force this. You cannot chase it. You cannot pretend your way into it. It happens only when your presence is calm, your energy is grounded, and your frame is strong enough for her to naturally enter it. When she mirrors you, movement, emotion, or frame, she's already chosen you. Her body just told you first. Most men spend their lives watching for signs that are loud. The flirting, the smiles, the touches, the obvious hints. They never learn to read the quietest sign of all. She stays. She lingers. She delays leaving. She finds excuses to remain in your presence. Long after the conversation should have ended, long after her friends have walked away, long after the moment has already closed. A woman's staying behavior is one of the strongest indicators of desire, because time is the one resource women never give to men they don't want. She may compliment someone she feels nothing for. She may smile at someone she finds ordinary. She may laugh politely with a man she's not drawn to. But she will never invest time in a man her body and mind reject. This is the difference between interest and desire. Interest is a spark. Desire is presence. Let's break this down into the 3 layers of staying behavior, the ones high-value men learn to read with ease. 1. She lingers. The moment doesn't end when it should. A woman who wants you doesn't rush away. She slows down the ending. You'll notice it in micro moments. She finishes her sentence, but doesn't step back. She puts her phone away. Instead of leaving, she looks down, but stays standing in front of you. She doesn't close her body, even after the conversation is over. She pauses, almost as if waiting for something to happen. This lingering is not cluelessness. It is hesitation mixed with desire. The feminine wanting more, but not wanting to reveal it first. She creates a pocket of silence, a soft invitation for the moment to continue, a way of saying, I'm not ready to walk away from you yet. Women don't linger around men they're indifferent to. If she's staying, her mind and body are aligned toward you. 2. She finds excuses, small reasons that aren't really reasons. When a woman is attracted, she unconsciously creates reasons to be near you. She has one more question. She forgot to tell you something. She suddenly remembers a story she meant to share. She returns to ask your opinion on something minor. She helps with something you didn't ask for. She stays just a little longer because the lighting is nice, the music is good, or she's not in a rush. These are not tasks, they are access points, ways to re-enter your presence without admitting what she truly wants. A woman will only search for reasons to stay when she feels something she can't fully suppress. If she wants to leave, she'll leave. If she wants to stay, she'll find a way. Remember that. 3. Time investment, the ultimate signal. If you want to know how a woman truly feels, don't look at her words. Look at her time. Time is the clearest form of desire, because it is impossible to fake. A woman may give you a glance. She may give you a smile. She may even give you a bit of touch, but she will only give you her time if she values the connection on a deeper level. Time is trust. Time is curiosity. Time is emotional openness. A woman doesn't extend her time around a man unless he affects her, not just physically, but psychologically. A woman staying longer is her body saying, I'm comfortable here. I feel safe here. I'm drawn to you, and I want this moment to continue. She invests time because she wants more time, not of the environment, of you. The Stoic interpretation. What a grounded man understands. A lesser man misreads this. He thinks, she's being friendly. She's just polite. She must be bored. She doesn't want to be rude. A Stoic man sees the truth. A woman's presence is deliberate. Her lingering is intentional. Her excuses are signals. Her time is investment. But here is the iron rule. Staying behavior is a sign, not an invitation. It doesn't mean you rush in. It doesn't mean you escalate. It doesn't mean you break your calm. You simply hold your frame. Her staying is already an acknowledgement of your presence. Your composure is what deepens it. The more grounded you are, the longer she stays. The longer she stays, the more her desire strengthens. Women move toward men who do not chase their signs. A woman's time is the clearest truth she'll ever reveal. If she stays, she's already chosen you in her mind. Up to this point, you've learned the physical, emotional, and subconscious signals a woman shows when she secretly wants you. But knowing the signs is only half the truth. The deeper half, the part that separates a grounded man from a reactive man, is understanding how to interpret these signs without losing your center. A woman's signals are not commands. They are not instructions. They are not green lights. They are reflections of her internal state. And a man who misreads the nature of these signals ends up doing exactly what destroys attraction. He chases, he reacts, he oversteps. He breaks the very dynamic that created the signal in the first place. A signal is a message, not a request. And this is the Stoic approach to female psychology. 1. Signs are not invitations. Most men see a sign and assume it is permission. She touches him, he thinks she wants him instantly. She lingers, he thinks he must escalate. She softens her voice, he takes it as urgency. She mirrors him, he jumps forward too aggressively. This is why so many men lose frame the moment they sense attraction. Here's the Stoic truth. A sign is a reflection of how she feels, not a demand for you to act. A woman's signals do not mean, do something now, rush this moment, push the interaction forward. Signs mean, I feel safe, I feel drawn, I feel open. Your job is not to chase the moment. Your job is to hold the moment. Women respond to men who can stand still in the presence of opportunity, because presence, not movement, is what deepens her desire. 2. Observe, don't chase. Most men destroy attraction by doing too much. They see one signal and immediately try to capitalize on it, leaning in too far, over-expressing interest, speaking too fast, touching too soon, shifting out of their calm energy. They try to do something instead of being someone. Stoic men do the opposite. They notice the cues, but they do not cling to them. They read the signal, but they stay grounded. They observe the interaction without letting excitement hijack their composure. Women don't want men who respond to every signal. Women want men who can handle the signal without losing themselves. Your awareness should rise, but your actions should stay steady. This is how your presence becomes magnetic. 3. Presence over reaction. A woman is attracted not to your reaction, but to your restraint. Most men react to signals. Stoic men remain present in them. The difference? Reaction comes from insecurity. Presence comes from strength. When she mirrors you, you don't mirror back. You remain still. When she lingers, you don't rush into movement. You let the silence breathe. When she touches you, you don't jump into eagerness. You stay centered. When she softens her voice, you don't shift yours to match. You hold your tone steady. Your presence communicates. I don't need to chase the moment. The moment is already here. This is the essence of masculine composure. Women feel desire where they feel stability. 4. Frame control, the heart of Stoic attraction. In every interaction between a man and a woman, there is a frame, a psychological space that sets the tone, the energy, and the emotional direction. A reactive man steps into her frame. He lets her signals dictate his actions. He loses himself in the moment. A grounded man holds his frame. He lets her signals flow toward him, without allowing them to shake him. Frame is not dominance. It is not arrogance. It is not control over her. Frame is control over yourself. It is the energy that says, I remain myself, regardless of what happens in front of me. Oak, this is what women trust. This is what they follow. This is what they desire. A man who does not collapse into excitement when he senses attraction is the man a woman opens herself to, because his stillness gives her space to move toward him on her own. The final Stoic insight: you do not interpret signs by acting. You interpret them by holding your presence. You do not chase signals. You stay steady in the face of them. You do not collapse into desire. You become the anchor desire gravitates toward. The strongest attraction a woman feels is when she realizes he sees the signs, but he's not controlled by them. That is the man she wants. That is the man she respects. That is the man she chooses. Not because he reacts, but because he remains unshaken. If you're a man still listening right now, understand this. You don't attract a woman by chasing her signals. You attract her by mastering yourself. Women reveal desire through cues, gestures, energy, and instinct, but none of those signs matter if you abandon your center the moment you notice them. A high-value man does not rise and fall with her reactions. He does not crumble under excitement. He does not rush. He does not perform. He remains still, grounded, observant, present, because the truth is this: a woman opens to the man who stays calm in the presence of possibility, not the man who lunges toward it. Once you learn to read her body language without needing anything from her, a new reality forms. You stop chasing signs. You start attracting souls. That is masculinity. That is self-possession. That is the difference between men who are chosen and men who are forgotten. So take this understanding with you. Carry it not to manipulate, but to master yourself. You become magnetic, not by force, but by presence. And from this moment forward, never again pretend you can't see the signals. You can see them. You can feel them. And now, you understand them. If this video hit you somewhere deeper, if it shifted something in the way you see women, yourself, and the silent dance between masculine and feminine, then don't just click away. Subscribe to Stoic Truth 101 so you never miss another lesson like this video, so YouTube knows men like us still exist. And comment below, I choose presence over reaction. Say it, lock it in, let the algorithm see it, let yourself see it, because once you choose presence, you stop playing the boy's game and start living the man's life. I'll see you in the next video, brother. Stay sharp, stay grounded, stay stoic.